Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Toker with another little health tip if you're trying to lose weight. Healthy diet, right? It's more than counting your calories. You have to also take good care of your intestinal tract. Your ability to absorb nutrients is part of your body's normal maintenance of its weight. So when you ingest something, your body breaks that down into little parts. It then gets absorbed into the GI tract that floats away around in your blood supply. And your body has a way of knowing, oh, this is a carbohydrate. We need glycogen. That goes over here. That's fat. We need that over here. And that's protein. We need that over there. And so your body is very good at understanding what to do with these bits and pieces of molecules. However, the modern diet has kind of screwed that up, to be honest with you. The toxins that are in your food, the chemicals that you are surrounded by, whether they're cleaning supplies or pesticides or fertilizers they're putting not just in food, but let's say the perfume you wear. You know, Axe spray. Oh my God, Axe is the worst. Don't let your teenage boys do Axe. That's a terrible thing. These topical toxins, whether you're eating them or breathing them in or they're absorbing through your skin, are all altering your body chemistry and also killing off parts of what is normal to you. And I'm speaking of, in this instance, of what we call the microbiome. So the intestinal tract and your skin is covered with bacteria of all different variety. And these things are very, very important to you. They're very protective. If you didn't have this layer, this film of bacteria and yeast and so forth on your body and aligning your lungs, lining your intestinal tract, you would get quite ill. And so when you take substances by mouth, for example, whether they're medications or foods or supplements, if they are harmful to the bacteria in your body, then they are going to alter the way your body works. They're going to alter the way you absorb minerals and vitamins and proteins, etc. So you want to take good care of the intestinal tract flora in particular when you're trying to diet. If you've ever noticed anybody who, and that's all of us, right? It's like the last place that you can lose weight. It's like right around your belly. The beer belly thing is the struggle is real, okay? Why does that happen to some people? And it happens because of chronic inflammation, in particular around the small intestine. So the small intestine are chronically inflamed. Your body's response is to bring in not just inflammatory molecules, but also protective structures such as fat. And our body uses fat to sort of protect us, in particular protect us from inflammation. And so if your intestinal tract is inflamed, it is not uncommon to have a lot of mesenteric fat. So that is not only unappealing, but the percentage of mesenteric fat that you have correlates directly to heart disease and other types of illness. So of all the fat in your body that you want to get rid of, it is this fat that's intra-abdominal around those organs. And that is the hardest part to lose. And the reason you're having a hard time losing it is because of chronic inflammation. Okay, so having said that, our program does involve removing some of this inflammation through what's called the clean diet, also through a detoxification process that helps clean out the liver and also frees up the intestinal lining from toxins. One of the things that I suggest during the diet process is take something called the trace mineral. And trace minerals are supposed to be in our food. The problem is our food is so poorly made. The soil that they are growing our food in or grazing our animals on is so depleted of nutrition that the animals themselves do not contain a lot of nutritive value, nor do the vegetation that they eat or that we might eat. So a tomato of today's standards has 1/5 the amount of nutritional value as a tomato from 50 years ago. That's directly related to the soil that tomato is grown in. For this reason, yes, I suggest organic foods. And if you can grow them yourself, that's awesome. But you still really cannot trust even an organic farm, because the way the FDA labels things as organic versus not organic is sometimes a little bit deceptive. So I do suggest you take a whole food supplement. And a whole food supplement should be organically grown fruits and vegetables that are purposefully packaged, basically in a freeze-dried fashion, into a capsule so that you're getting as fresh a fruit or vegetable as humanly possible that traps in these trace minerals. I use a company called Standard Process that all of their substances come in that category of whole food nutrition, and they specifically make something called the trace mineral B12. I highly suggest this trace mineral supplement when we're talking about dieting for the purpose of losing weight and increasing the amount of nutrition we get from our food. We're going to cut our calories so we can lose weight, but I don't want us cutting our micronutrient nutrition. And vitamins you get at the grocery store are chemically made. Your body cannot absorb those. And so they're kind of a waste of money. It is worth spending a little money to go on to Standard Process or some similar venue and order your supplies. All of our patients will get a Standard Process patient direct account. And I'll tell you what to get. You just contact them and they mail it to you directly. And that is going to help replace the trace minerals that can be easily absorbed into your body. And once your body absorbs those minerals, it does a much better job at figuring out, okay, we want to absorb that, but we don't want to absorb that. We want to use this protein in muscle. We want to use this sugar for glycogen, and we want to burn some of this fat. So trace minerals helps your body figure out some of these chemical reactions, which is why we want to do it. All right, next tip to follow, and hope to see you soon. If you like some of our content that we describe in our healthy tips, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the little like button. Be our friend on Facebook or Instagram, on the interwide webs. Leave a good review on Google. All of these things help get our message out there that honestly, America, we are unhealthy. It's time to get healthy again. This is part of my little way of doing that. Hope to see you soon.